When I first saw Sony's A6400 APS-C mirrorless camera, I thought, hey, this could be a great vlogging camera. After all, it has 4K video, a pop-up touch display, microphone input, and very reasonable $900 price tag. It turns out it's compromised in that role for a number of reasons. You can still make it work, and it might suit some budget vloggers, but it's far from perfect. And for other types of video, it's also missing features you can get on Fujifilm and other cameras. Luckily, the A6400 has other charms. It has Sony's latest autofocus magic, and it's very fast and very light. Will that outweigh my vlogging concerns? Let's take a look. I'm here at the Marché aux Puces, which is the largest flea market in Paris, to test out the A6400 for vlogging. So what's the problem? It has a pop-up screen, 4K 30 frames per second video, and a microphone input. Well, the two biggest problems are a lack of in-body stabilization and pretty bad rolling shutter. So you put those two things together and you're going to get some pretty jarring, rubbery looking video that isn't exactly agreeable for your viewers to see. So those are the two main things that kind of hold the Sony A6400 back from being a truly great vlogging camera. The other problem is a lack of headphone jack. There are other cameras available that do have that, like Fuji's X-T3, and even X-T30 has an option too by using the USB-C port. So it would be nice if Sony had offered something like that, and I think they're going to have to wise up a bit and get a look at what the competition is doing as well. So the final problem with this Sony A6400 as a vlogging camera is the fact that it has a pop-up screen. So if you want to record better quality audio by using an external microphone and you put that on top of the camera, then that's unfortunately going to block the screen. So the only way around that is by using some kind of mounting hardware that will push the microphone off to the side, and then it won't be in the way. But obviously if you're trying to travel light and you just want to have the camera and maybe a microphone, then that's not going to work very well. But let's not be all negative. In fact, the built-in microphone on the Sony A6400 is actually pretty good. So provided you don't require totally professional audio, then you can use the built-in mic and you'll get pretty good results. Also, it's worth noting that whether you're doing vlogging or just regular video shooting, the autofocus, the A6400 has Sony's very latest autofocus system, and the eye tracking and face tracking is just awesome. And pretty soon it'll even do animal eye tracking as well. So despite all my complaints, in the end I've kind of come around to the Sony A6400 as a vlogging camera. Provided you set your expectations accordingly, it can actually work pretty good. Just bear in mind a few little faults that it does have. Putting the vlogging aside, the A6400 actually has a lot going on besides that, both for photography and video. The A6400 delivers more in-focus shots than nearly any camera I've ever tried. The continuous tracking is phenomenal, keeping up easily with the camera's rapid burst speeds. Sony has proven lately that it has, by far, the best camera firmware in the business. It has also improved the menu system. It's now easier to browse through settings, though still not quite as simple as Canon or Nikon menus. Apart from that, it's much like the A6300 that came before it. It has the same sensor with the same light sensitivity, noise, color science, and sharpness. All of those features are solid, though Sony has been passed in those areas by rivals, particularly Fujifilm. It's not that long ago that we were wondering when Sony's competitors were going to catch up. Just a few months later, cameras like Fujifilm's X-T3 and X-T30 have not just caught, but surpassed Sony's APS-C models in some ways. The A6400 is lagging in a few areas, packing just a single UHS-1 card slot, no USB-C port, bad rolling shutter, and mediocre low-light capability. Where it shines, though, is in the software. The autofocus system is better than ever, and it yields what videographers and photographers really need the most: sharp shots. If I was going to spend the same $900, I'd be tempted by the Fujifilm X-T30, which has a newer sensor, better video capability, and a headphone port via USB-C. Still, if you're a hybrid photo and video shooter who doesn't need the latest tech, the Sony A6400 offers good value for the money.